people of the interweb.
Today's video we are going to be telling you 10 things that we wish we knew before starting university, since it is grad season all around university, elementary,
High school.
high school.
Yeah. So whether you are graduating high school and going into university right now, or you're...
This is a good idea to maybe watch.
Yeah, keep these things in mind. Or if you're already in university and maybe feel like you're struggling or need a little bit of a shove in the right direction.
Or even just you're done and you've graduated and you're just like, yep, relatable.
Yeah. Keep these in mind. I'm just finishing my degree and have some things I would change. That being said, you'll find out which ones. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 1, make a class schedule that is suited to you. And what we mean by this is a lot of things, actually.
If you have a part-time or full-time job, don't try and like cut it close, like, oh, I can work until this time and until I have class now. Like, make it work so you can like do both and not want to die.
Yeah, alleviate some stress by having some wiggle room if you can.
And leave time to study.
Yeah,
that helps.
It's true. And also what we mean by craft your schedule to yourself. If you're not a morning person and you are able to have the option to not take an 8 a.m. class, maybe don't. But if you can, convince yourself to get out of bed and attend your 8 a.m. class frequently. Do that. It frees up the rest of your day. I don't think I ever actually took an 8 a.m. class.
Yeah, I like it in like this time of the year, not when it's like January.
Yeah, when the sun is up.
In like -30 and you have to walk across campus. Yeah, that's no fun. But also, if you don't have to, try not to take the long 3-hour night classes. If you don't have to,
Both
if it's your only option.
Night classes, they go long, you get tired and you stop listening. But also,
they're so long.
Yeah, 3 hours. If there's any way that you can not take a 3-hour long class, don't. They will eventually start feeling like a waste of time, in my opinion. Yeah. I took a few of those and they get long and they get boring, and if you have a break, sometimes you just leave. So don't do that. If you can,
if you like online classes, do that. If you don't have the discipline to do that, don't. And don't take the asynchronous classes if you can't discipline yourself to get that done on a regular basis.
It's so easy to get behind. I've done both recently in a spring semester. And one is better than the other.
Yeah, if you can get it done and you can participate, good. I took a computer science class that was online. Didn't connect with the material. Not good. Yeah. And next one, relatable. It is okay to take longer than 4 years. And like, what we started out doing was gonna be 5 anyway.
Yeah.
So,
not everybody is meant to take 4 years, and like, ultimately the path that you follow is your own path.
Yeah, that's normal, is to take 4 years, get your degree done, go do a big kid job.
And that's what it seems like before you start, but it's ultimately a lot more common for people to take 5 or 6 or sometimes even 7 years. There's people who bounce around.
4 years is if you're doing it like full time and like
passing every class.
Yeah, passing. It's not cut and dry like that for everybody. It really isn't.
It's doable, but
if you have the mindset,
you have to have the mindset.
And especially, I feel like now, since there's been like a pandemic, and I feel like it's affected, obviously it's affected everybody's learning who's been in school. That's like completely not uncommon for that to be happening more and more. So, so that is still a valid reason to have like difficulty in life. Use Rate My Prof.
True.
I'd never read it till halfway through the semester, just because I'm bored. But it will help you if you have the option to switch or to choose between like this prof or this prof at this time and whatever. Just be like, yeah, this class is good, this class is bad. It was a hard class. You don't need the textbook, stuff like that. Use that. It's kind of just for fun.
Yeah, and if you know people who have already taken the class, talk to them. Though that kind of backfired on me because they're like, yeah, this prof is good, and then they accused me of cheating when I didn't.
And you could also maybe get a textbook off of them if they use the same edition.
It's true.
So
the next thing that I would say is to make relationships with your profs. Not just the ones with the classes that you like, because those are easy. When you like the stuff, you can talk with them. But do it with the ones that you're struggling in, that you don't really love the subject matter.
even if it's a bigger class too, like in a small class, the prof will know your name. But if you have 150 people, not kids, people in your class, it's like got a relationship. Like, yeah, I know them.
Yeah,
It's kind of nice.
and with that, go to their office hours. That helps build a relationship. What I did, I failed one midterm, didn't do well. And I'm like, bro, what did I do? So I went and over the break, I actually went and talked to her, and was like, how can I do better? And then I figured it out. I studied harder for the next exam. That was really just my problem. And then she knew me also and could kind of help me out there. And if she needed help with anything, I did help her out once.
Side note on that one is, if you can, profs do like it when you participate.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge participation person, but this semester in like 2 of my classes, I participated enough and the prof knew my name, and like it was just nice to be like, yeah, good job, validation, and you have a connection to the material.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps too.
And
And like we're less so now, but shy people, it's okay if your heart starts racing for 10 minutes after.
Yeah. Yeah.
But push yourself out